Hey family, on November 20th through December 1st, 2022, we will have the all-inclusive Kenya trip. Now, a lot of times people have said, hey, Phil, when's the next trip we'd like to go? I want to see Africa for myself, but this is the time to go. Everything will be taken care of. All excursions are paid. You can do monthly payments. You know, they'll have safari and a 6-city tour. You will see Charlie Island, which is something that we did not see last time on the tour. This tour will be 12 days instead of 7 days. So make sure to secure your place on the trip by going to www.wbsvs.com, make your deposit, and then you can start making your payments, and we'll see you in Kenya.
Now, this is a report that I never thought I would report on. Like, I've never heard about this before, but apparently China or Chinese people are stealing donkeys from Africa and, you know, killing them and slaughtering them to make this medicine they call ijayo. They also use it for beautifying themselves. Let me just show you this clip. We'll come back and discuss.
Oscar and Presley are two very lucky donkeys. They were being smuggled and destined for slaughter, but authorities intercepted the truck they were in and saved them from a cruel death.
They're stubborn, but they're very forgiving and they're very loving. If you're having a bad day, the best thing to do is cuddle a donkey.
Oscar and Presley now spend their days relaxing in this field in South Africa. But not all donkeys in this part of the world are so fortunate. It all started a few years ago when, unable to farm the 5 million donkeys needed annually to make a traditional medicine known as ijayo, China started looking for the animals elsewhere, says Simon Pope, who works at British charity The Donkey Sanctuary.
China had to effectively go out to the world to try and find supply to meet this massive demand for ijayo. And that meant going to places where donkeys were quite common, and that, you know, inevitably that's Africa, where for, you know, centuries they've been used as a beast of burden.
While some in Africa were willing to sell their animals, others were not, so local criminal gangs began to steal donkeys. Experts say the donkeys are often killed in the most brutal way, usually knocked out with a hammer, and are sometimes even still alive when they are skinned. The Donkey Sanctuary estimates some 1.5 million of these animals are being stolen each year for their skins. But Francis Nkosi, a groom who looks after rescued donkeys, says these animals are often an important part of life for many rural Africans.
If people get sick, sometimes we don't have a car, we don't have a transport, you can use the donkeys to transport some people to the hospital.
Grace Delange, an inspector with the National Council of Societies for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals in South Africa, says stolen donkeys are now being smuggled into the tiny landlocked kingdom of Lesotho.
China needs about 5 million donkeys in a year to meet the demand of the people to make that medicine, and they can only produce 2 million themselves, so they have to get the 3 million from somewhere. So they get it from Africa. And in Africa, not a lot of people are willing to sell their donkeys because their donkeys are used for so many things, like for work. Farmers use their donkeys. For transport, they use their donkeys. So when they say we're not willing to sell it, they steal it from the people and kill them and use their skin. They use it quite a bit and quite often. So, you know, to meet their demand, they're doing whatever they can to get what they need. And it's just so cruel, even the way they skin the donkeys. From what we have seen on the clip, they either, you know, hit their heads with a rock and kill them and then skin them, or they might even skin them while they're still alive. I don't understand why the cruelty. If you're gonna do something, at least make sure the animal is not feeling the pain. It's just so cruel to me. But you know, they're also stealing from those farmers, and you have to understand, for those farmers, that donkey is not only their animal, it brings so many things to their table. It brings revenue because they use it for work. It is used as a transport, so that's literally their car to get from point A to point B. So literally they're stealing something that is valuable to them, that they use on a day-to-day basis, and it's really affecting them. So however you look at it, this is cruel, this is not right, and it should be stopped, and authorities really need to take this seriously. Anyways, fam, let us know down below what your thoughts are about this. I am Wongel Zelalem. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.
Colonization never ended in the white supremacist system. And as we see today, the colonization is in the mind. Now, those who have been enslaved and those who have been colonized, we're still dealing with the remnants of that through the colonization of the mind. Pick up my book, 7 Steps to Decolonize the Mind, and we will help deprogram you from the colonization that was put upon you by generations and generations of white supremacy. You can pick it up today on Amazon.com.